Hey there everyone, it's Michelle the Stamp Booker, and I'm here today to show you some layouts I've made lately. Let's see, this is probably in the camera. I have my phone plugged in. So first I wanted to show this layout that I did recently. It is a pocket page, and I did it of my daughter's nursery. I had some journaling. I'd already made this tag when I was working with this collection previously. I already had this frame made, and I made the rainbow. It was for a hop called Rainbow Crush. Now, what I did is I put these hearts on the outside of the page protector. And then I want to show you, this is, I don't know if this is going to live forever in a brown album. This is a Close to My Heart D-ring. And this is where I have been gathering all of my daughter's photos. And so I'm going to add this one here. They're sort of in chronological order, like loosely. So this would go in the front. And then I did put these photos back here because I want to remember to use this collection with these photos. And I just wanted to show you. So I have them in pocket pages, but as I make layouts, I put the layout where, you know, I replaced the, what am I trying to say? I put the new layout near where the photos were stored. This is a layout I made with my daughter and my grandmother. This is a layout I made years ago with my daughter and my parents. And then, like, this was torn out of a book. I've got this little ID card. Some photos from pre-K, so it's obviously not in order. Here's more for when she was little. If I have the negatives, I put them in here too. Here's another example of making a layout. These two photos came from, well, maybe here, because these are the same. I was getting a lot of photos printed then, so this is 1993. And this is, okay, so this is a Keep It Simple collection called Little Dreamer. It just came out this spring. I love it. This one came out last year. I can't remember what it's called, but it's adorable. I love it. Like here, I made this one years ago with a TLC layout. Remember the little paper flowers? Those are eyelets. Eyelet brads. That's cool. And then, so anyway, this is just a way that I store the photos so that they're still viewable. They're not in a box. They're not in the sleeves you get from like Walmart or wherever. They are, I made this years ago, like creative memory style. And here's the other part, and I just put these extra photos in between. I really do want to re-scrapbook these. Pool photos, but here's more pool photos. Here's the other part of that. I actually used paint to stamp that. That was done a long time ago. This one not so long ago. Okay, so these are flip-flops. I cannot find my flip-flops, so I'm going to show you a layout in a little bit that is still missing the flip-flops. And here are some photos from her Snow White birthday party I'm going to pull out because Keep It Simple has a new collection called Once Upon a Time Snow White, and I'm going to use it to scrapbook her second birthday party. So as you can see, I have layouts mixed in with the pocket pages, And these are just the 4x6 because the photos are 4x6 and I don't want to cut them down right now. Might cut them down later. It looks like I have a lot of work to do, don't I? Let's see. It's another layout I did. Another one. Here's a really old one I did with a Close to My Heart collection. Anyway, so as you can see, I can just go through here and pick out what I would like to scrapbook. And this, I don't really know about this. Page protector's right here. Let me check it out. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so let me know how you store old photos that you have not scrapbooked but would like to scrapbook. Do you have a better system? I am open to suggestions. Now, some of these layouts were made with my March/April Counterfeit Kit and How to Kill a Kit with Style. This layout is one of those, and it's an 8.5 by 11. As soon as I made it, I started tearing it apart because I feel like it's too small. But now I'm looking at it, I'm like, well, just glue that back on, and I think it's fine. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I don't know what I had right here. These obviously need glued on better if I am going to use it. But, so I don't know. Let me know what you think. Should I redo it, the same layout, but in a 12 by 12? I feel like the photos are just too big for this layout. They're 3 by 4 and they need to be more like 2 by 3s. And maybe that's what I need to do, is reprint the photos as 2 by 3s and keep the layout. Or do I pull everything up and make it a 12 by 12? Like, I have time. I have so many photos to scrapbook. Oh my goodness. Okay, this was not part of my counterfeit kit, but it is a recent layout I made. And I believe I made it for Simple Story Saturday. And I was inspired by Tara O'Rourke because she had done this mixed media background with these really cool watercolors she has from Vicki Boutin. And so I got some watercolors out that I had that have shimmer in them. And then I cut apart a piece of pattern paper. It's from Heart Eyes. And I cut it apart and then I ripped up all the edges. So, I think it turned out cute, and this is Max. I guess I need to put a date on there. Okay. And then I decided I think this is where I was helping Brianna Spores celebrate hitting 1,000 subscribers. And I scrap lifted her and I made a 6 by 8 photo of me about to have surgery. And I don't have the journaling on this tag yet. Need to still do that. Okay, and this was a recent layout I used with bits and pieces from a collection called Splendor. And I have very little left. I think one full sheet. And I forget what I made it for. Oh, oh, I think it was Mix It Up Monday, and I made the paper weaving. I'll try to put photos down below, or photos at the end of the video of all of these layouts. Okay, now the rest of these layouts were from my daughter's 8th birthday party, and this is the layout I had made years ago at a scrapbook store. I decided I needed to take a class. I wasn't sure if let me make sure we're on camera. Oh, we are. I wasn't sure if I was scrapbooking right. I guess journaling was supposed to go here, but I just hand wrote this title, and this is all we've had for years. And I decided there's so many photos, I really wanted to scrapbook them. So let's take a look. So it would open like this. And these are not double page layouts. They are companion pages. So we start with the photo of my daughter, and she shared a birthday party with a friend. So that's why I have that ampersand, and they're turning 8, so there's some 8s everywhere. I think it turned out cute. And then this one is a layout about family. So we've got her and her dad and her nana, and the sister of the birthday girl, and then me, her and her dad. I don't have any better photos. I have no photos of my mom and dad, but here's that rainbow again, but it's in different colors. And then I put some journaling here, and I actually did complete it. So I just hit it here so it's easy to access with the page projector. Okay, and then this one I did and those two have process videos. This one has a process video too, but I left it all white, and I came back and I added some stamping with these circles. It's a little busy, but it was also still really boring without it. And this is another part of the birthday party. It was a slip and slide. So that's kind of how I decided to break up having so many photos and not getting overwhelmed. Was I broke it up into different events at the party. So, and then here is, they're having like water balloon toss. And I used a couple of different collections. One is from three. A birthday collection from Close to My Heart, a birthday collection from Bella Boulevard, and then a summer collection. Like, that's where the flamingo came from. And then this is actually a double page layout, so I'll show it together. And this is where I need my flip flaps. So I'll go like this, and then like this, and these aren't all down because I'm not sure exactly how they're gonna all fit, but I really like how it turned out. I like the big title. I have these chipboard phrases. I think they're from Hip Kit, the summer and the fun. I was really excited to use it. And then these are acrylic letters from Close to My Heart, The Best, and Memories. Party Time is off a sticker sheet. I think it turned out cute. So I just worked on them like one at a time, one layout at a time. They're all using the same colors, but they all look a little different, right? Then this is where they open the presents. I felt like this was a really busy paper, and so I just did like a half and half, and then I put this frame on top of it to kind of tone it down. And it's kind of another big title too. Some more acrylic letters. And then this is the last one. These were some like just extra photos, and I thought about making a pocket page, and instead I just cut them down into a grid, and then had a title down this way, and there we go. I think those are much more fun than this double page. Luckily I had extra photos. This was pre-digital, so I didn't feel bad about cutting any photos down or anything like that. Now, did I get everything? I think I did. I'm going to have another layout share of some Keep It Simple layouts that I've made recently before I mail them off. So they get displayed at the Stamp and Scrapbook Expos at the booth, Keep It Simple booth. And so they will be leaving my scrapbook room probably tomorrow. So I'll go ahead and get a video made of them. The last time I sent them off, I forgot to make a video, and I was like, oh, I hated it. I hated it. I put a lot of, not blood, but maybe some sweat and some tears to make those layouts, and then I was so sad I forgot to make a layout share. So anyway, thank you for stopping by, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.